Welcome back. More snow in New Jersey this week. Here's more from Jersey Matters' Nor'easter Nick.
Well, it certainly seems as though winter has finally arrived in New Jersey. Even if it's a little over a month late, it's all right. We will take it. For the first time in over 3 years, we've had our statewide snowfall, and that is leaving snow lovers like you and me rejoicing. Now, fortunately for us, we are also entering February, which is historically the snowiest month of the year for New Jersey. But is that going to hold out and be the case this year? I dove into the data and tried to answer that question. Looking back at the past 80 years, we find that on average, February produces about 9 inches of snow for the month. There have been storms that produce much, much more, but this is taking into consideration those low years. So far, we have over a foot of snow from central Jersey points north, which puts us in a good spot. One of the main ingredients that is needed is cold air. Without it, forget about it. Luckily for us snow lovers, it appears as though the polar vortex will set up shop over central Canada, which will dislodge very cold air into the northeast and mid-Atlantic. Combine this with an active southern jet stream and voila, you've got the ingredients. I believe there will be another big storm or two before the month is out. So obviously long-range forecasting is a different animal from trying to predict what's going to go on 3 to 5 days in the future, so you got to take it with a very small grain of salt. So whether you're a snow lover or not, it's important that you sit back, relax, and let Mother Nature do her thing, and we'll see how it all plays out. For Jersey Matters, I'm Nor'easter Nick.
All right, thank you, Nick. Now a hidden gem in Flemington, New Jersey. Jersey Matters' Phil Andrews shows us the world's largest model railroad. Phil.
Larry, when I was a kid, my uncle had the most unbelievable model train layout in his garage. And then when I became an adult and had 2 sons of my own, we also built a model train layout in our basement. But what you're about to see takes model railroading above and beyond.
All aboard!
Are you having fun?
Yes.
What's the best part about this place?
Because everything.
Welcome to the Northlands Train Museum and Exhibit, a 52,000 square foot facility just off Route 202 in Flemington, and the original brainchild of Bruce Zagagino, who took his love of trains from a layout in his basement into what is today advertised as the world's largest model railroad.
And everything that he built, each scene has its own story. And the detail is amazing, from small things. If you look at each scene's detail, it's crazy how much he went in detail for each scene.
Tariq Zohel purchased the building from Zagagino back in 2018 when he and his business partners were looking for warehouse space. But when they walked through the front doors and saw what the previous owner had built, they knew they not only had to keep the model railroad extravaganza intact, but also build on it.
So basically we took his work and we're enhancing it, making it better. Plus we always create something different, so when people come one time, they come back and they have something else to see. So every month there'll be something different for people to see.
And as you would expect, it takes a small army to keep things running around here, and it all starts right here in the control room.
Every single track throughout the whole facility is controlled through these transformers and everything you see here. This is an old, low-tech, if you will, museum with the trains powered directly from DC voltage. Everything's through these transformers where you can vary the transformer speed of every single track in this facility.
And speaking of track, there are about 8 miles of model railroad track here at Northlands, with more than 100 trains running through tunnels and over 400 bridges. And when it comes to the landscaping, how about 250,000 trees and more than 1,200 miniature structures? Yes, everything built to scale.
You know, you really start to appreciate the artistry that goes into every little aspect, especially working here. Like everything down to like the way the buildings are built. Because I mean, Bruce built a lot of these buildings, and we go through and it's like every once in a while, oh, we'll put lights in the building. Well, we can't just, you know, stick lights in the building. You know, sometimes we have to go in and cut out the little windows and replace them. And, you know, it's really interesting because a lot of it's basically relearning how to do stuff, you know, techniques and stuff that haven't been done in 10, 15 years because just technology's improved.
And Larry, as an added bonus, Northlands has its own, yes, train station right behind me, the Northland Station, where you can actually get on a miniature version of a steam locomotive and take a trip around the property. It takes about 12 minutes or so to make that trip, but what a great place to come and bring your family. Right now, by the way, the outdoor trains are not working because of COVID-19, but I hear they're a big hit when they are in operation. In Flemington, for Jersey Matters, I'm Phil Andrews.
All right, thank you, Phil. Up next, my commentary.